broadcast last night, even though I promised that I would come back, but I failed because I have other things to engage and I couldn't finish on time. So how are we all doing today? Please, if you come across this video, one thing first, you need to subscribe if you have not, and you need to like the video, comment and tell us where you are watching from. As we always, please, I need your support on this one. I want enough engagement in terms of comment and like. All right, so here we are going to do a reaction video of we saw what a PM said, and that not only him, he has been trending, even in Vanguard newspaper, we saw it. The Southeast professionals are requesting for reparation of PM to send him back. All right. Who are these professionals? I mean, do we have professionals that we don't even know who they are? Why is it that many people from Southeasterners today claiming that they are leaders and that this and that, most of them they like to be faceless? I mean, you can't point out one person and say, look, this person is this or this person is that, apart from few political people like politicians. But politicians are not the one. They give order, but people that carry the order out, I mean, order I'm talking about is this negative order, like buying people. Who is, for example, now they say that they created the Bubago for insecurity, to counter insecurity. We know who a Bubago is. We know their job. We know their activities. All right. But who can we say that this person or that person or the picture here or that picture is the face of Bubago's commanders, their leader? We don't know. These are group created to give you security, but you don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. You don't even know their names. They are hiding the same way Fulani people are hiding their faces. In the same way that people that told you that are going to counter insecurity are hiding their face. What I mean by hiding their face, I'm talking about you don't know their identity. Like Biafra Liberation Army, we know their commanders. We know who they work for. We know what they do. We can tell you that this is their job. This is what they are meant to do. This is where you expect to see them. But these political talks, you will see them anywhere. And they are here telling that they are the professionals, giving order. No more Ohanese youth, no more Ohanese this, Ohanese that. But we know who they are. I mean, we know who they are working for. They are working for politicians. And some people have come up with some pictures, some images about those people that call themselves professionals. Some of their faces may shock you. Some may not, and they are not only one. Many of them are professionals. Look at this picture on your screen now. All right. Apart from PM, okay, that they put the video here. Why the person put here is for you to hear the word, instructions, because his video is this, but the person put those ones. You can see now. You can see them here. That they regard themselves as professionals, Southeast professionals. Professionals on what? On what field? You can say this person is a medical professional, or this one is a professional of scientist, or this is a professor in physics, professor in biochemistry, professor in anything at all. But they just put that they are professionals. Excuse me. So here is like this one we are seeing here. This one is I think this is Chike Doziem. This one is another DOS. This is the one they call Darlington. Another lady in DOS, which I don't know her name. This one is Metusela. These are the professionals, Southeast professionals that want PM to be repatriated. And this is Ifa Ejiofor, of course, all of you know him. You come down here, you see the Chimaroke Naman. You see Ojuzokano. You see Joe Ibokwe. You can see Ike Koromado. These are the so-called Southeast professionals. People that are not interested in giving you, they're not interested in giving you what will benefit your life. No. This is Ohaneze, all right? The president of Ohanese, current president of Ohanese. Oh, professor of buying their own citizen. Wow, Chidudem, you are right. I think you are right. Okay, that makes more sense. Professor of people buying their people. I don't know because what professional are this? Let them show their face. Watching from US, God bless you, my sister. They don't show their face. They want, like if I a lawyer that is having security meeting with governors, lawyer or somebody that is, just imagine that. I mean, sometimes anybody that question their PM for calling him out, for calling Ejiofor out, you need to ask some questions. Without any, let's just forget about what he said and his activities with US and all that. Ordinarily, that the lawyer is defending a freedom fighter like Nnamdi Kanu, and we all know that everything government will be against Mas Nnamdi Kanu, everything government must be against. That it is normal. It even man himself know that asking for independence simply means that you are not an enemy of the country, right? Enemy of the politicians and the people that manage the company. So everything about them must be against you. And the lawyer understands this very, very clear because he knows. He's a lawyer. If you don't know, doesn't mean that he don't know what it means to defend a freedom fighter. Okay, even if you don't know, after 1 year, 2 years that you must have, defend him in the court and all that, you must have gathered some knowledge about what it takes to defend a freedom fighter. And the governor, serving governor in that government, in that country that your client want to have his independence from, you are not having security meeting with those governors. First of all, why you are having that security meeting is simply you are telling the government, you are telling them that you agree that this your client is the one that is creating insecurity. Because for them to approach you simply means they have done their findings, they have done their investigation, and they conclude that your client is their problem. So by so doing, you yourself have admitted from that their conclusion that your client is their problem. So they called you for security meeting to gather some information on how to counter your client. Remember, your job is to defend him. But you have turned out to be, the person that leaks information against your client. This is not about coming after anybody. I'm just trying to analyze what they are doing in the name of professionals. Like our brother Hichilubeme said here, they are professionals of buying their own people, not even enemy, buying their own people. This is not a makeup story, and I believe that most of you have seen this headline. Okay, this from Vanguard. You can see it. You can see it here. Okay, 2024, and the news is the headline news is Southeast professionals tax Finnish government on repatriation of Simon Ekpa. This is their worry, and why they focus on, because all of them, what they want now is, how can we stop this guy? How can we stop the same secret meeting they had with the Ejiofor on insecurity issue or whatever they call that ended up pushing the Allah leaders to come out and announce their bounty on whoever that will leak information of Mas Nnamdi Kanu's whereabouts, that the person is going to get also amount of money. Maybe that is where the whole thing started. But remember, before then, somebody was busy having security meeting. When the Mieti Allah made that pronouncement on Mas Nnamdi Kanu, remember, the lawyer did not make did not give any press release. Like, that I come across this news from Mieti Allah asking people to leak information of my clients. There was no reaction from the lawyers. After the demand, they made that bounty on him, there was no reaction whatsoever because something happened before that pronouncement. How did we know that he had meeting with a Southeast governor? He himself said it in Nigerian media. The interview that he granted to this guy, they called Mazi Okore. I don't know his name. Something that his platform is called Nigerian media. Ejiofor had granted interview with that guy. That was last year or last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. All right. He says in that interview that there was a time that Southeastern governors called him. They were having a meeting on security challenges in Southeast. That was when unknown government was visiting police station, releasing prisoners. We know then, right? And Southeastern governors, they thought that this could be from Mazi Kano's camp. And the best thing to do that is to call Ejiofor. And remember, after the kidnap of Mazi Kano, we begin to understand that Ejiofor was part and parcel of, he is part of the DOS members. Then that is why he's not only the lawyer, he also, inside the people that they don't exclude him when they're having indoor meeting. So Ejiofor could be the one verified to them that the insecurity in Southeast, comes from Mazi Kano. That is why they are after Mazi Kano, and they ended up kidnapping him. All this thing I'm saying now, is to confirm to you that Southeasterners, the so-called public figures, political figures, they are the one behind the kidnap of Mazi Kano, with the help of federal government, of course. But will you realize if someone said that these people, that federal government did not spend a fathom in making sure the kidnap make sure that Mazi Kano is kidnapped? They did not say anything. That Mazi Kano was kidnapped in Kenya is because of support from Igbo people. What I mean by Igbo people, I'm talking about the so-called leaders, all right? Those leaders that have changed their name. Just the way that Fulani changed from Boko Haram to bandit. They don't want to front the name. They don't want to front the name Southeastern leaders or political leaders, or like what they normally say, Ohaneze Ndibo, Ohaneze youth. Those names have become worthless. They have become worthless, and that is why they are not changing to professionals. Professionals of what? This is to tell you the level of corruption and criminality in Nigeria. People can go out and claim anything and move on with it as if it is normal. Today, they are calling for PM to be kidnapped. That simply means they have not learned from what they did with Mazi Kano. Because assuming that you learn anything, maybe you gather anything at all from what you have done with Mazi Kano, you will not think of kidnapping any other person. And let me make this very clear. Disclaimer: we don't support any kidnapping. We don't support anything violence or war or buying of anybody. What we are trying to tell our people is this: the only thing you need to understand is your problem. Find your problem first, then you can then make up the solution. If you are unable to know your problem, there's no way you'll be able to find the solution. Just for example, if you are having stomach pain, that you have drink all the medicine that you think that is meant for stomach, obstruction or anything at all, and you are not healed, best thing you need to do is to go for lab tests to check to find out what is the problem all about with your system. Finally, doing that thing is for you to be able to dictate the medicine that you need to take that will heal you instantly. But when you keep on taking medicine everywhere you are taking, you are not solving the problem. You are trying to do experiment, and that is to danger your health. So, in terms of freedom and your life, you first of all find the problem. One of the problems of Igbo people today is what Biafran government in Israel under Mazi Simon Ekpa PM and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have dished out this problem. They have found out the problem, and you that don't have time to do your research or investigation, you need to at least pay attention with open mind. Pay attention with open mind. Then you understand the problem. Armstrong, I greet you, my brother. How are you? Nice to have you in this program. If you don't pay attention to what is going on, you may be in the next. Remember, it could be this person today. They buy this person today. But see what Nigerian is doing. See this. After you saying that, they carry that person and go and bury. Who is next? Who is next? You don't just use yourself to test how deep Oshimiri or ocean is. You don't use yourself. You need to use something to test it. You don't just jump in and just, okay, guys, we find out there's a river here. We don't know how deep this water is. We don't know how this ocean is. We don't know how deep this water, how deep it is. And you let me jump in so I will know how deep it is. No, you don't do that. Nobody with his senses will do that. You have to find out. These people that telling you that professionals today, they are the reason why insecurity they're called. You know, you created insecurity. You supported it. Imagine where Southeast, the so-called leaders, why they gathered together and had meeting. They couldn't have any solution to solve the problem. And since I was born, I've not seen any decision that this was made on their own without federal government or Northerners or Yorubas influence them to go and do it. I've not seen any one single decision that those Southeastern leaders, you know, the only issues they created on their region or in our region. I've not seen any decision they made on their own. Like, the governors are planning this, that so time Southeast or Yanigbo will be like this, we achieve this, we achieve that. Never. They were sleeping when Yoruba people formed Amoteku. It's not as if Yoruba people were having more crime in their region than our region. No. It's almost the same, or in fact, we even have more. But Yoruba politicians, not activists, Yoruba politicians in Oduduwa land gathered together and formed Amoteku to protect their people. Politicians sat down, discussed, and conclude that we are going to form security that will govern this our region. They came up with that idea, they executed it, and that is it. 1 month, 2 months, in Southeast, they were still sleeping. Then Mazam Nagano formed the ESN. Oh, they did not even realize, they don't know what to do. Or did they got call from owner of the country? They gave them instruction not to form security that will protect the land actually. No. But security that will counter the security that Mazam Nagano created. That is the formation of Ibubagu. It was just 3 months ago, if not last month, if I'm not mistaken, that Sahara Reporter have it in their platform that Amnesty International revealed that the formation of Ibubagu was created just to create insecurity in the name of they want to engage ESN and all that. A brother fighting brother. You know, when they formed Amoteku newly, there was this whistleblower that said that there are Yoruba people in the security activity called Ibubagu in Anigbo. There are some Yorubas, people from Yoruba land, they are member of Ibubagu. And who was this chief planner of Ibubagu? Who pulls on them now? Hope Uzodinma, is he representing anything good in our region? Let's be honest. Is Hope Uzodinma representing? From Hope Uzodinma, we begin to understand that government can plant a governor. Yes, not it cannot happen in Southeast. Only in Southeast. It as bad as Yoruba politicians are, they have not gotten to that level of allowing Fulani to plant governor in the region. Only in Southeast. The way they plant Igbo, Ohanese today must be endorsed by Fulani people before they become Ohanese president. Can we have, do they have any access when Fulani people want to inaugurate their emir or anything? He said his hope also danger. Also danger. Some people call him hope also danger. A lot of them, but that is because of the activities, what he's doing. That's just a fact. What he's doing is out of line. I mean, nobody is proud of. I have not seen. I have a lot of friends, okay, from that place, from Owerri, where he is. I have not seen anybody saying anything good about Hope Uzodinma. I have not. I have not, to be honest with you. The corruption in Nigeria, you know, any new corrupt system or decision they want to make in Nigeria, the first place they will do the experiment to see how that corruption will excel is Nanibu. Is Nanibu. And we have this kind of, I don't know if should I say that God bless Anibu or devil bless Anibu with this one, because we have a lot of nonsense, unbelievable people in our land. People that once they open their mouth, you'll be shocked of what is coming out from their mouth. If not that, we have, you know, people like Mazamekan and PM. My brother, the level of ID camp that people wanted to build in our land and our region is second to none. I'm telling you. No, he represents Fulani. Exactly. Naman, I see you, my brother. How are you today? I hope everything is alright with you. I think this is the first time I'm reading your comment on this platform. One of the people that are doing all this nonsense in the name of showing where their DNA, because you know we don't have much people to do, you know, nobody tests DNA in Africa, right? Only few people, only few rich people. If not, we have a lot of mixed blood. This is the Ijele. Okay, this is how they can. When you know that Igbo man, some of these Igbo politicians and wayward people, if when you know they are very, very vocal, is when anything that has to do against their own people. Listen to this guy.
Me, I go buy am. If they leave Nnamdi Kanu, me, I go buy am. By no killing man, make I die.
Wait.
If they leave Nnamdi Kanu, me, I go buy am. By no killing man, make I die. Now, federal government they think to me, I for not killing that by that. If I know plan, make all my children die before my eyes. See, I swear on the earth I'm out of God. I for don't kill Nnamdi by now. I for don't kill him. Things already. And at the same things go deal with all these fools. You see, Emmanuel, I swear that because government never ready for them, I go scatter them. Pollinator is so stupid, and his wife, Becky and Pollinator, don't that go fire your mama, don't that what leg there. They don't say your brother, Nami General, don't that we fire him if he involve himself in this case. Tell him, say me, I say, even a dog, you can be the top dog in the yard, but even a dog has a law. I will tell his law, he will be removed from the military this year. Be you general, don't that fire scatter your father, your mother, I will pay the go rape your daughter. I swear, they don't make all of your children, both male and female, call me pastor. You not go do anything. Not be your journalist. You go blow up, don't that the fire is the crate. Children are the family and parents. Please arrest me, let us know. They say your father, hey, general, and serve in Nigeria and get man, don't that go fire all of una could just die, Sarah. I swear. Tell your brother, I'm not supposed to say this, but tell your brother, I said, I wrote the drone program of the Nigerian military. Ask anybody. I can even show you evidence. Tell him to tell his bosses.
This is when he was attacking everybody. That this program is not for about Ijele. I just wanted to share with you the kind of people that we call the professionals in Igbo land, giving order. You know why they're saying they're going after PM now? Because federal government have tried their best. They think that people from that region may have upper hand to convince Finnish government. It's not about conviction. It's about what is right. It's not about convincing anybody. It's about what is right. It's not about what you can say, what you can do. No. You are calling for him to be repatriated. You are calling for him to be arrested. You are pushing to kidnap him. That's the question I have is this: what is the offense? What is the offense of you think that kidnapping him, the same way you thought that kidnapping Mazamukano will give you this, free hands, free movement, you can do and undo. The same method, the same pattern. Why are you people pushing for that kind of thing? Why? Is Biafrans your problem? And if you want to have this good Nigerian, this beautiful Nigerian, this good governance, government that will give you everything that you want, live the way you want, go where you want, do everything that you want, going after Biafrans shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. But because you have nothing to do, you people know that you don't have anything to offer. That's the reason why you guys are laying hands on where you shouldn't have even crossed at all. If you say you are practicing democracy in your government, there are freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of worship, freedom of movement, then freedom of movement does not come with you moving with AK-47. Like some Northerners are claiming that they have freedom of movement and all that. It's not. But my concern is not even from the people from the north. For now, my concern is our brothers who claim they want to make money. Yes, it's good for you to make money. I'm not against you making money. But as you're making money, can you avoid selling your senses and your conscience? Master Mekani is detention for how many? 3 years now, right? Going for it, if I'm not mistaken. None of this protection will last 2 days in the same way where Master Mekani is. They will cry, they will shout, they will beg. And you are a father, Mazagan is a father. Have you asked yourself what will be going in the minds of his children? We don't care about that. What is the offense of Master Namadekan? I wanted to focus on what Reno Omokri said. Let me bring his post, because I think let's discuss it now. Reno Omokri, because P2B said that Namadekan should be released. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about Master Namadekan more on this video than PM. You know why? Because they want PM to be where Master Namadekan is, and they think that this is the best way to go. As people that love Igbo, as person that like our freedom and our progress, as collectively as Biafran, or you may say as Igbo people. Why I said as Igbo people is because the people that is calling for PM to be repatriated or be kidnapped as professionals. They say they are professionals of what I don't know. Our brother have suggested that it could be professionals of buying their own people. All right, they are from Southeast. So when you hear me talking about Igbo, I'm not saying that Biafran is for Igbo, because I know some people from South have this kind of crazy. Sometimes, not some of them have this kind of crazy understanding. They will always want to see what comes from your mouth. They will not compare what people from the south or southwest or north state, and they say, oh, it's true, Igbo people are just, this Biafra is for you. No. Biafra is made up of components of different nations, but is different people from different nations. So it's all about you knowing what you want. What I'm trying to say here is this: people calling for him, PM, to be kidnapped now, they are Southeast people, Igbo people. Okay, have you established that? Fine. They are not calling for anything good for our region, because what they're doing is for them to prolong this pain that everybody is going through, for them to milk more from Nigeria and enrich themselves and save themselves. I promise that I'm going to bring the video, post of Reno Omokri. He says something very, very funny. It's funny because he's not a Yoruba person. He's not a Hausa person. He could be Biafra. I'm not sure. I don't know if he's from. Is he Robo? I think he's Robo. If he's Robo, Robo is Biafra. But he married to a Yoruba woman, and that had been his problem. I don't know if it's charm or that's the way. Maybe his DNA could be reading something else. Nobody knows. Just like Ijele here, when you hear him, you can easily say that this one did not come from Igbo land, and his body structure actually look like Fulani. You can see his nose, his height. He looks like Fulani. His compression and everything. So to me, I don't know until DNA will prove otherwise. But what we need to understand is this. Excuse me, let me fix this. Okay. What we have to understand is that when they called for PM to be sent back, to do this and do that, is all about what the Oga at top. I watch 104 police in Nigeria. Oga at top said, go and do this, go and do that. Go and say this, go and say that. And that is what they have done. You know, even to the extent of changing their names, changing what they believe on. So, like I said, P2B called for Mazi to be released, which is laughable. I have told us in our previous video that he did that for his personal interest. And Reno Omokri, because P2B is number one of his content. If I am P2B, but he will not do that. I'm not saying that he need to sue Reno for character assassination. Don't sue him in Nigeria. Sue him maybe elsewhere. Okay, bring him to international court. Reno Omokri need to test the rot of Biafrans, not because of P2B, because I have seen some comments from Oduduwa people saying, "Oh, what is the offense of Reno? He only attacked P2B," because then they know that the Biafrans are not happy with P2B. So what they are trying to do is to tell you that, okay, these disobedient people are actually Biafrans. Now listen. He said, listen to Nnamdi Kanu order his supporters to buy policemen and soldiers, and P2B says he should be released. Now, this is Punch News. I have shown to us this video. This is not a new issue to us. I believe that most of us, we are aware of this P2B's move. All right, I believe that most of us are aware of it. No reason for Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention, says P2B. Now, the same Reno Omokri. Okay, before I go there, let me say that, because I was talking about Oduduwa people saying that he did not commit any offense, that he's actually not Oduduwa. I'm talking about, when I say Oduduwa, I'm talking about people from there, not all of them. Please don't get me wrong. Okay, some people from there. Okay, so saying that this post was meant to attack P2B. Now, yes, if you read this headline, it sounds like it's going after P2B, right? Okay, but when you play the voice that he posted here, where Oyendo was addressing youth of Nigeria during NSAS and during the massacre of Obi people in Rift State, people don't know the gravity of what Nigerian security agents have done to our people. People don't know that. You know, Ebulozu nwo ya ọzọ ọ dịka ebuku nkụ. When you hear what Master said, you will know the pain that Oyendu was feeling when he said those things. I'm not here to defend Oyendu, all right, because it doesn't matter. Whatever he said here doesn't really count. Nigerian government actually want, whether Oyendu said made this broadcast or not, they will still go after him. Why? I don't know. Are they going to go after him like I said? Yes, there's a proof for that. One of the proof is this. What Oyendu said here, he have not said those things before Nigerian army went to his father's house to buy him, an attempt to buy him, to assassinate him. I am not going to play the audio. The reason is because that is helping Reno Omokri's blackmail on Oyendu. The target here is Oyendu. Because he don't want Oyendu to be released. He channeled his anger on, thinking that he's talking about people. But we know where you're coming from. You cannot be more Yoruba than Yorubas. Reno Omokri to be more Yoruba than Yorubas. There's no way you can't. One, none of your children ever will ever become Oba in Yoruba land. Never. If you like, marry 7 Yoruba. If you like, marry 150 Yoruba women. You can never become Oba in Yoruba land. So, all his posts, he have not mentioned anything about his region to promote where he come from. That's the unity breaker for you. They always want to hide under people to perpetrate the agenda. So to reply those people from Oduduwa land that saying that why are Biafrans against Reno Omokri? He was actually attacking P2B. The attack here is on Oyendu. Yes, P2B you may say, but the main target here is Oyendu. Because of his love of his affliction to Yoruba people, to Yoruba, not even Yoruba nation, because he knows that if Oduduwa nation comes, Reno Omokri will become it's either asylum or maybe you can say he will become, he will see for citizenship, not by birth, because you are not a Yoruba man. No matter what you claim, no matter how bad you talk on Igbo people, you can never ever become Yoruba person. Now, let me play this.
If you have double barrel, if you have, and I want Lagos airport to be on flames, this perimeter fence, go and burn down Lagos. Anybody, if you have double barrel, if you have pistol, anything you have, do it to them, let them go. And
now you can sense the anger in the voice of Oyendu. You can sense this anger on his voice, right? There is some kind of if you know Oyendu, you know that when he's angry, his voice will sound this way. This is during the exercise when they buy people in toll gate, where police were shooting people in toll gates or Nigerian army, and Oyendu was live broadcasting. He filled with the anger in him was very, very high, and he said those things because he had been informed. He was informed that these security agents of Nigeria have pied protesters, and those things happened in Ihuocha, River State, when they pied people in Obigbo, right? Now, the same Reno Omokri saying this nonsense to push the agenda of the reason why they should detain Oyendu. You don't know that Oyendu may be in detention today. And you love it, isn't it? Fine. Tomorrow, it could be you or your children. And by then, as Oyendu, just like now, Oyendu have people, calling for his release. Nobody will call for your own release. Nobody. He's jealous. After yapping all the nonsense that he said, how market, the same Nigerian government that he was preaching for, they are holding him. Now, this is Reno Omokri post before. before to come, because all those things you are hearing him saying that is about Yoruba man being in power, nothing more, nothing less. And he said this guy is, I may, if to be honest with you, if you check his DNA, you may say yes, he may have Yoruba blood, because somehow some Yoruba people have this kind of a kind of, not all of them, like I always say, not all of them. Many of them in politics, in Nigerian politics, some of them have this kind of tendency of being cold and being hot at the same time. You know, so they love to be cold and hot. They are not inconsistent, if you may use the word. Buhari will lose any moral authority for keeping Nnamdi Kanu in jail. Okay, in disrespect of the court of appeals order, if he refused to move against El-Rufai for treason, if a state in a federation issued its own legal tender, it has declared war on federation. This is one of his posts. Guess when he made his post? Just last year. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. February 18, 2023. Just 1 year and some months. That was Reno Omokri. Okay. Now, you come down here. The next president should release Nnamdi Kanu and allow Sunday Igboho back into Nigeria, Reno Omokri. Guess when he made his post? A month after, March 27. Wait. Just hold on so that the camera will capture it properly. Okay. March 27, 2023. That is Reno for you. Are you following the and he's here. Between him and the P2B, who asked to release Nnamdi Kanu first? Who asked to release Nnamdi Kanu first? Between him and P2B. I'm not saying that P2B shouldn't have asked for Nnamdi Kanu release. My anger on him is because it's way too late. Way too late, and I see him calling for Nnamdi Kanu release now as a kind of political move, which is a story for another day. But here, Reno Omokri in the past, look at it. This is another post he made in the past, okay? Okay? The same mouth, Garba, the same mouth, Garba, I think this is Garba Shehu, yeah, Garba Shehu, used to call IPOB a terrorist organization, is the same mouth, is the same mouth. Wait, okay, let me go back. Okay, is the same mouth I don't know what it might be, any government. Any government in power hypocrite is using to call Mieti Allah a peaceful organization. How many Nigerians have IPOB members died compared with herdsmen? That is Reno Omokri. Guess when he made the post? Look at it here. 2019. Okay, I think the month here is 10 May 2019. All right? You can see how he changed like chameleon. He changed like a chameleon because he always has something to say. He always has something to say. And those things he's saying is against, maybe because of the he finds himself, he has something to say. He thinks somehow a time will come when everybody will, throw support, call for him to become president. I don't understand what is going on in his mind. And picking on Igbo people, if you want Igbo people to forgive him, he will wait after a few years. You will hear him. Igbo people are the only people that are being marginalized in this country. The Igbos are being marginalized in this country. They are the only suffering people in Nigeria. Why are they the only nation going through a lot? They are one of the major ethnic group in Nigeria. The fact they have more population than some other majority of other ethnic group and others. They have more population than some of the major group in Nigeria. But none of them have become president. Why are they not allowing them to pilot the affairs of? He'll be sounding this way, and Igbos will say, "Right on, Reno. Reno is our man. You know, he's a Biafran. Reno is a Biafran." That is where the sentiment that I want our people to start. We need to learn to drop this kind of, you know, sentiment that people can use their comment and their word to buy you over and make you push you to forget what they have done in the past. And when you allow them, they will take advantage of you. They will not come back again, go against you, go hard on you. He's enjoying the engagement. He's enjoying the attack. He's enjoying everything. All right? He's enjoying all those things now. But do we have something to say against him? Maybe we do. Now, as he says in his post that IPOB Masakan called for, not pied. You understand? There's two different that you called for people to do this and do that. Then he turned blind eyes on people who have actually executed that thing, buying people. The only difference here is because that the buying of uniform people and non-uniform people. But both these two groups are all humans. That is why it is very, very bad to engage in buying anybody. Now, listen to people that witnessed the massacre in Obigbo. Okay, listen to this because I have not shared this video before. Let me play it now. This video is the video of Nigerian security agents, police or army, people that were involved in massacring people in Obigbo. You know, in the morning, early morning, they came out to pack their bodies. This is the video, and somebody was somewhere recording them. All right. So I don't know if the voice is audible enough for you to hear what they're saying. Although they're speaking in Igbo language, so if you don't understand Igbo language, please bear with us. But if you cannot hear him, then you let me know so I can flip the camera, the other side, so you may hear them better. Not less than 10 to 15 people you lost under lineage to you. Jesus Christ. Okay. Please, if you're able to hear what they said, let me know. Or you want me to play it again, flip it, why the camera is this way. I think if when it is this way, the volume will be much better. So I believe that you were able to hear him. That's why nobody's complaining. So let's move forward. Let's move forward since that is the case. There's a lot of comment here against Reno Omokri, and that's what he loves so much. Everybody is now on his neck, and that post he made will fetch him a lot of money because people are, going crazy on him, bashing him, and which he supposed they are supposed to do that on him because he's just a joke. He's a joke. Always mention something that is very, very controversial, and he actually go against Igbos intentionally. He don't know what he's doing. And Reno Omokri, one day shall be one day, you will have some question to answer. That's just the fact. One day you have some question to answer. It could be when you are ready or when you are not ready. Throwback photo of a certain table shaker when he was mad. These people are very funny. Reno Omokri used his he thinks that he's popular. You may say he's popular because, like I always say, I want to be popular today, I will turn against Biafra. That's the easiest way, because by so doing, I will have a lot of Nigerian followers, and I will have a lot of Igbo people that will come against me. You know, that kind of thing. That's how they become public figure. You are not you are not public figure. Everybody can. In fact, you have how many million followers, how many thousand like and all that. But you forgot that everything will still go back to ground zero, because as you attack, like I said, the best way to stop Reno is if you are an Igbo person, okay? Don't comment on Reno's, no matter how provocative that post may sound. Don't comment. Don't like, don't comment. Just go. Even if you want to react to that, go on a different platform and react. Don't react to his platform. By that, he's not going to. In fact, I will even encourage you not to react in terms of posting on the, like you can see the video here. The title has something to do with Reno. It's when we start watching the video, then you can hear my reaction. That's the best way to do it. But don't put Reno on your title or headline. If you are doing that, you are telling people to go to his platform and see for yourself. That's why I'm sending it to you here, telling you what he said, because it is in the middle of the broadcast. I can't just, use that, because I've come to understand that they are doing that on, to provoke you, to make you give them popularity. Then no, as far as Nigeria is concerned today, Igbo people are one of the most, popular tribe on social media, because a lot of Igbo people are here on social media, reading and commenting, creating content. How many Fulanis does that? They do, but not to compare the number of Igbos. Yorubas do, of course, but I don't know between Yorubas and Igbos who have more people on social media today. I don't know. I cannot tell you that Igbos or Yoruba, I don't know. But Igbos are representing. Biafrans are representing. So you don't need to go to his platform to do what? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Kuchi ite unu, kuchie ma ike unu, kuchie ebe unu si anyụ nsị. Ọ bụrụ na ebe unu si anyụ nsị ka unu si emebi Biafra, aga m akụchi ya, kuchie ya gwogwo. Ọ bụrụ na ọnụ unu ji eri nri ka unu ji emeghe, aga m akụchi ọnụ unu, kuchie ya kpem until Biafra come. Pay again. So I will be your end in Biafra liberation. Mụnwa ga-akụchi ite unu, kuchie ma ike unu. Kuchie ebe unu si anyụ nsị. Ọ bụrụ na ebe unu si anyụ nsị ka unu si emebi Biafra, aga m akụchi ya, kuchie ya gwogwo. Ọ bụrụ na ọnụ unu ji eri nri ka unu ji emeghe, aga m akụchi ọnụ unu, kuchie ya kpem until Biafra come. Pay again. So I will be your last bus stop. I will be your end in Biafra liberation. Mụnwa ga-akụchi ite unu, kuchie ma ike unu, kuchie ebe unu si anyụ nsị. Ọ bụrụ na ebe unu si anyụ nsị ka
very, very funny. I got kuchi again.
liberation. Mụnwa.
Oh my goodness. Okay, the information I want to share with us is what Rotimi Amechi said. I told us in the past that some of these people, some of the politicians that have conscience, sometimes they will come out and give you the picture of what is going on behind the scene. Hear what Ameti said. I know some of you have listened to that, but let's listen to him together. All right. I believe most of you have seen this video, but let me just hold on.
So I can't disobey them. So I chose not to speak again because there is nothing to say, and because I just will do absolutely nothing. If you say it's a line up 10 Nigerians and shoot them tomorrow, and nothing will happen. If you say it's a lie, in fact, the worst thing about Nigerians is like, when you claim you're not committing any crime, and they pick you up tomorrow, we said it's a thief. Nigerians will try. They will cross it, and you go to prison for nothing. The greatest fear I have is being found in prison for nothing. And you can be found in prison for doing. So, I don't want to repeat what I used to say before, because you put it against me. Those who are close to me know, we should repeat it yesterday. I will just only use one word, I won't use it. I say it's a hopeless situation. Is it a lie? So let's go a bit further. Let's go a bit further. You will be shocked that I won't talk about Buhari's government for 2 reasons. And I won't talk about President Tinubu's government. One reason why I won't talk about Buhari's government, I'm a participant, and they asked me that question yesterday, what moral reason do you have to criticize Buhari's government? Have you been part of it? That was the argument. I do, if I want to argue it. But again, that was a huge debate amongst us, and we all agreed I should say nothing about the government. So I told them, if I would say nothing about Buhari's government, I will also say nothing about President Tinubu's government, because you know the problem. Instead of Nigerians finding solutions to their problem, they are committing suicide. I'm praying for you every day that you should continue to commit suicide, so that by the time I wake up one day, all of you have died. I can now reap the benefit of your death by taking this. What other people resist, like in Ghana, as it's going on now, like in Kenya, is what I just I know before years. After 4 years, you will go. The man who wins the second time, whether by magic or by crook or by reason. You know, they're not only 8 years. No be good on Ekpa, no be good on Uncle So, no be well on Uncle So. It will soon go. Another person will come and repeat the same thing. You'll be saying that until the day God will come. For those of us who are Christians. So I have chosen to be like you. Say nothing, hear and do.
What an insult. What an insult. And it's not as if after he said this thing, people will pick something from it and start reacting. No. And those that are reacting, they focus their energy on that. They focus on their energy on people that are actually doing something, like Rotimi Ahmed. That's one thing I like about. I love it when somebody commits something and admits that I've done something and I am sorry. Maybe he did not even say sorry, but he knows that, because there's no need to say sorry when you they have done wrong are not seeing that as wrong. So why do you expect him to tell you sorry, or to start confessing, or telling you that he's even kind enough to mention what he said here? But what he said here can never ever be utilized by anybody in love with the Nigerian government. Never ever. You know, I have seen people saying that Master Kanu made a mistake. He should have championed his agitation for betterment of Nigeria, that people would have respect him more and all that. No. You that want him to do that, why don't you rise up and do it in Nigeria and see what will become of you? What by King Sarawa, it was not because he was looking for the betterment of his people. And people from that are victim of all those mess, they are busy saying this. Pay attention and hear this. Okay, let me start from this one.
You understand? There is supposed to be.
Just pay attention, please. I beg you, pay attention.
Waiting touch A, P touch B. If care is not taken.
Let me take it back a bit.
Waiting touch A, P touch B. If care is not taken. You understand? There is supposed to be a synergy and a unity between the southern bloc, in terms of, the southern people and the southwestern people, to form a united front. Because I said something on the speech yesterday. I said, God forbid that this Biafra thing becomes a reality. The first thing they are going to do, if they become a reality and they become a very strong state, we are going to see a mad move like Putin is doing in Ukraine today, whereby they will first absorb every surrounding ethnic people that they already claim them as equal. They will absorb them. When they absorb them, do you think that is where they will stop? They are going to extend their eyes forward. They want to conquer more land. So there need to be a synergy. There need to be a synergy whereby we are able to put up a resistance. Yes, we are at the forefront in the battlefield with them. We are the one facing them directly, trying to. Do you know how many times I've been insulted, threatened? If I begin to post my DM to you, you will be surprised. Somebody just this morning, I still woke up to see some.
These are people in a country, right? Now, do you know the fear? This guy, his fear is because he thinks that somehow Biafran is all about, taking over another man's land. And when you ask him, between between Igbo Biafrans, because when they say Biafrans, they're talking about Igbos. Between Igbo Biafrans and you, from somewhere, maybe somewhere in Benin, somewhere in Kogi, or somewhere in Benue, you are afraid that Biafra will take your land like Putin is doing. Like he said, God forbid, Biafra will not go. But your own is to pray. Then is left for God to answer. So you have been saying this prayer over and over again because Fulani herdsmen they are yet to capture your father's house. When they capture your father's house, you will be somewhere, okay, moving like a lost sheep in the name of spirit. That because once they forced life out of your body, you cannot rest well. How can you rest well? Because you've not planned to give up your ghost. But when they force you to do that, what will become of you in spiritual world? Where is your faith? They are afraid of Igbo people for no just reason. Fear of unknown. Fear of unknown. You forgot that in the history of Igbo people, we have not taken over anybody's land. People that you are claiming that is the country that you love so much and all that, their agenda is not to include in their land. In fact, that thing that you're afraid of is what is about to happen to you. That's what is about to happen to you. And in fact, it has started. I don't want to start playing the video of Mas Americano on what the Yoruba people have done in the past, because we have spent some time here and I don't want to prolong this video all that much. It's a long video already. It's 1 hour plus as we speak. Listen to him again. These are people, they are having their space, crying. It's no longer that Biafra is not achievable. Now it's about, God forbid, if it come, eventually it will come. Me and you know. The only prayer that, like me, what I pray is that it will come in my lifetime. And that's my prayer, that I want to have a country that will be, when you hear people say patriotism and you have to be patriotic, I want to have a country where I will have that patriotism, where I will showcase my patriotism, where I will be proud of, where I will move to countries and people will know that I'm a human being. That is it. Not where police will hold, other police from other countries that are not even to compare what Nigerian claim they are. We hold your passport with the left hand and be telling you on how they will deport you. I don't want it, because no police hold American passports for a long time. They don't do that. They are afraid of it because of what? The government of the country. What differentiates us or differentiates you from the so-called leaders in Nigeria today is they are using what they call diplomatic passport. And that diplomatic passport is they are they still have this kind of respect for them. What's the diplomatic passport? So they don't feel what you feel. They don't know the pain when you travel. They don't know what it takes to be, in another man's land, doing what you guys, doing what people are experiencing. If you have not traveled, you may not understand what I'm saying. But listen to this guy crying on space about the coming of Biafra. The fear of unknown is eating them deep, and the same people are supporting people that are actually practicing what he is afraid of. That is kind of wayward life in some people's life, and I don't know why people allow themselves to be that all that kind of Iberibe. At least if you want to be Iberibe, be civil Iberibe. Your own Iberibe is a cake one, a cake Iberibe. You can't even reason. You don't even allow your mind to settle at one place. You are moving from left, right, and center. You can't even tell yourself the truth for once. Just listen.
Waiting touch A, fit touch B if care is not taken. You understand? There is supposed to be a synergy and a unity between, the southern bloc in terms of, the southern people and the southwestern people to form a united front. Because I said something on the speech yesterday.
Now, what he's agitating that southern people should connive with Southwest, because they are seeing the comment of South. Normally I don't. If you watch my program before, last 2 months, 3 months ago, I haven't mentioned Yoruba people. Why am I talking them now? Why am I bringing Yoruba issue here? Because it is getting out of hand. The comment and video that the post I'm seeing from Yoruba people need to be responded. We need to respond to them. These guys have seen those videos and they felt that the best thing is to unite with these people, bringing war in their minds against Igbo people, against indigenous people, thinking he said that that he's in front line, that they are one front and all. You are not. People don't even know that you are. To you, you are in front line doing what? You are fighting. The Biafrans don't even know that you exist. Imagine you sweating and in the name that you are in front line. Imagine when we actually declare that kind of engagement with you, which I don't pray for. Like I always say, disclaimer that we don't support violence. No violence, no attack, no, not to preach anything war. No, 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 no. What we are doing is to expose the criminality and lies being told about us. Do you understand it? I'm not saying you should not. I will not support any Biafran taking any man's land. I can't. Because why? We cannot be running from people taking our land to people to go and take people's land. No. That is referendum. But because of your criminal mindset, you don't even recognize and appreciate the fact that there will be a referendum in your own father's house to tell the whole world that whether you are in or out. For example, if people from Ikwere people, okay, made up their mind that no matter what, they will not join Biafra, and they said that openly in referendum, who do you think will come after Ikwere people anymore? You go there and stay. But the policy will be this: if anything comes to you from this your lovely country that you are dreaming, don't cross our border. Remain there and face it. That's just it. You don't just vote against indigenous people where you come from, and when the push get to shot, you want to run back. No, it's not. That's not how. That's not. If anything happened to you, remain there. That's the policy, and it has nothing to do with you being with your fatherland and your landmark and all that. But the criminal mindset of these people is what this guy is exhibiting here, telling you that the south, and southwest. Why did he mention southwest? What is the business of southwest in this? For you to know the people pushing them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I don't want to say, oh, you just hate people. No, it's not about hate. It's about you identifying what you want and who you are, as simply as ABCD. Not by hate, not by like, nothing at all as such. It is your responsibilities to tell us who you are. Tell us who you go with, and we tell you who you are. Now he's preaching against the indigenous people because he felt that the best thing to do is to have this kind of union against Igbo, to commit what you are afraid of. Our people have been carved out to you. Do you understand that? You said people want to dominate you, but you are dominating others. Currently, Igbos are in River State. Currently, Igbos are in Cross River State. Currently, Igbos are in Benue State, in Kogi. Igbos are in Delta, in Benin. So who is actually taking people's land here? I mean, I just want people to understand the criminal mindset of an average one company, British company, they're pushing to remain together. What is wrong with you being who you are? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
Synergy and the unity between waiting touch A, we touch B if care is not taken. You understand? There is supposed to be a synergy and a unity between, the southern bloc in terms of, the southern people and the southwestern people to form a united front. Because I said something on the speech yesterday. Okay. I said, God forbid that this Biafra thing becomes a reality. The first thing they are going to...
God will not forbid Biafra not to come. Let me rebuke you with your evil utterance. What God will forbid is what you wish to come to indigenous people. It will forbid it. It will never allow it to work. And this is why people like you are actually bringing costs. If Nigeria wanted to be good, people like you with your mindset have made God to change his mind on Nigeria. I'm just telling you, being honest. I've said this in the past, I'm saying it again. Had Nigeria worked, had it been that everything is working in Nigeria, nobody will ask for independence of Biafra or anything. We'll have, it's okay, let's be together. But after 60 years, you have to, if as a business person, if you open a shop or a business, as a businessman, you always check your business, like the income you make, the capital you put. You have to do checks and balance. Otherwise, you'll be spending your capital thinking that you're making profits. That will give you chance to see where you are not getting it right. But after 60 years, you yourself are still afraid, so there's no point of listening to you. You are irrelevant, and God in heaven knows that you are irrelevant.
To do if they become a reality and they become a very strong state, we are going to see a mad move like Putin is doing in Ukraine today, whereby they will first absorb every surrounding ethnic people that they already claim them as Igbo.
Now, this is one thing that an average Nigerian people like to do. They don't pay attention to the information. There's no state or no city that Putin absorbed in Ukraine. That is a lie. You think that Ukrainian people, those communities are not Russians. They are. They were begging Russians to do something about them. Just like we have in some people in Cross River today. Your agenda, people like you want is some people to remain in Cross River and you put them in South, and that will be the end. These are Igbo people speaking. They are crying out for Igbo people to come for their rescue. Do you understand that? And you turn deaf ear. When Igbo make that move to bring them, you will be crying that they are dragging land. You drag people to your. Can you be honest for once? Just for once. We know that lies in your DNA. Can you give up this lie for some minutes and be honest for once? That you have Igbos, not even people that want to be Igbo, not people that look like Igbo. Igbo speaking culturally and morally, everything Igbo in them. In River State, in Cross River, in Delta, in Benue, in Kogi, in Benin. You can see the crime that you people have committed. And to you now, the name is South. Mention any other region in Nigeria, major ethnic group like Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba that have been carved out and have West or North. I don't understand. Why is it that in our own part you have this, and you are accusing people of taking land and grabbing land? Just like somebody come to your house and stay your ATM, and he started shouting that he go out and started claiming that he don't want you in his house, so because he is afraid of you stealing his ATM. He's with your ATM. He's with your ATM in his pocket, and the agenda and that he carry out is he don't want anything to do with you because he think that you will steal his ATM when you come closer to him. So that I think that this illustration answered everything that this guy is trying to say here. Listen.
You will absorb them. When they absorb them, do you think that is where they will stop? They are going to extend their eyes forward. They want to conquer more land. So there need to be a synergy whereby we are able to put up a resistance. Yes, we are at the forefront in the battlefield with them. We are the one facing them directly, trying to. Do you know how many times I've been insulted, threatened? If I begin to post my DM to you, you will be surprised. Somebody just this morning, I still woke up to see some.
I feel pity for some people, to be honest with you. Okay, now listen to another one. Oh God.
I was troubled about that guy's personality.
Troublemaker.
But guess what? Yeah, guess really. What? The evil man sees Okonkwo as what a typical man should be.
Well, the good thing.
Uncontrollable temper, testing his attitude, quick to make decisions.
That's
the man. That's the personality of the man. They are trying to. They feel an ideal man should be. But that's one of the reasons why someone like Ojukwu will be considered a hero. If Ojukwu was a Yoruba man, we will not. In fact, they will wipe out his ancestors' stories.
Do you know what Ojukwu himself says?
How do you lead a people to that kind of reckless war? And then you go to a life of comfort, and you're now showing pictures of you with beautiful girls in comfort. And then you come back from exile to go back to meet the enemies you incited your people to that kind of death.
Okay, I want you to pay attention to what he said in the beginning before the end part. Pay attention to, I will play it again. Pay attention to what he said at the beginning. He said something very interesting. Just listen.
I was troubled about that guy's personality.
Troublemaker.
But guess what? Yeah, guess
really.
What? The evil man sees Okonkwo as what a typical man should be.
Well, the good thing.
Uncontrollable temper, fierce in his attitude, quick to make decisions.
That is the answer. That he is troubled when they make such decisions. When he hear them, say, I don't know, because this is just a cut part of the broadcast. Then he went on and said that an Igbo man sees Okonkwo, I think he was talking about things fall apart, as what a man should be. Quick to make decisions, quick to act. That's just, in fact, you got it right, 100%. And what is wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I mean, a man should be fierce in his action. I agree. You have to. We don't. That's why you see anybody. If you see you're an Igbo man, and in that month, for example, in a Akuchuwoki Begi, it's not in our land. It's not in our DNA. Why? A man should be a man. Do you understand? Like, it's an insulting. It's very, very insulting to say that somebody look like, oh, name Alamaka. Why? No. Our people feel happy when you describe them like man they are. That's the word Odogu. Odogu, I've seen some people thinking that Odogu is all about money you have. Odogu is all in Igbo language. Odogu is not about how worthy you are. The word Odogu is what you achieve with your strength. It's all about strength, not finance. I've seen people using Odogu as somebody said that the Odogu is based on your strength financially. I agree, but the word Odogu is not about you how wealthy you are. You may like PM today. Is PM the richest person in Biafra? The answer is no. Is the the richest person in Biafra? The answer is no. You may have other Biafrans today that are not even talking about them. I'm not talking about politicians or celebrities. I'm talking about people that just like ordinary Biafran like us, that may be richer than PM and Muslim can. But the attitude and actions of these two individuals have made them to be Odogu. Not by word, not by acquiring private jets. Is Odogu is when you can face your challenges. You can, you can stand on ground and declare what and go for it and stand with it and be a man who you are, not by looking back, looking left. Not, it don't allow fear to overwhelm you. That is Odogu. And he acknowledged it here, which I give you, in fact, I applaud you for that. You have done well. That is Igbo man for, and that is why we have problem with some of you that portray the life of Red Oil. Sleeping. Not even Red Oil. Sometimes some Red Oil are not even sleeping. I'm talking about this. There's this what they call, what I don't know. Is it called what? What is the name of this groundnut oil in Nigeria in the village that once you put it in a Lucozade bottle, every small time that is not healthy. That oil is not healthy at all. That love to sleep. If you want to, if in village those days, if you want to use it, you can put it under sun, and sun will now, melt that oil for you to be able to use it. He said Viper. I don't know what do you mean by Viper. I'm strong. I just join you. Like he came. God bless you. That is it. You have to be a man, not things fall apart. Ikenga, and Ikenga said he know they do again. No. So we are not comfortable with you people sleeping when you're supposed to make a decision. We are not comfortable with it. That's different. You can see it. It is as clear as day. It is as clear as day. So if you have problem with that, that is another reason why you must be your own, so that you build a country where everything will be sleeping. When they Ekpa, you sleep. When the Boko Haram is knocking in your neighbor's door, you are sleeping. Knowing feeling where they're coming for your neck. Now let's go.
The Igbo man sees Okonkwo as what a typical man should be.
But you know the good thing.
Uncontrollable temper, feisty in his attitude, quick to make decisions.
Okonkwo it's not about uncontrollable temper. That is not true. Igbo man lose their temper when it's needed. Do you understand it? And calm down when he should calm down. I don't know what is wrong with you people. That you are unable to do that does not mean it's a sin. Your calmness, your own, that's what some of us classify as cowardness. Because some of you like to, pretend that this thing is not painful. Instead of you to say that you are unable to confront it when you're supposed to. You ignored it and enjoy the pain. It's not as if it's not paining you. It's paining you. When you react, is at behind the scene. You go back and plot and plan evil to that person. That is not what a man do. A woman will go back and gossip to her husband that you have done this, you have done that, and she fold hand and stay at home, while the husband will now go out to do the action. But the source of that is the woman. But nobody will see the woman at the battlefield. That's what people do. So your own is to instigate problem under the table and allow it to manifest. Once they manifest, you are waiting for the real man to confront it. And that you think that is best way to live? No. Like Ubi Fidel said, Odogu is someone that can do unthinkable. God bless you. That's a better word. Unthinkable. Someone that can do the things that is unthinkable. That's Odogu. Not how many private jet you can acquire with your lies and criminal activities with politicians. No. You are not. You are not Odogu. Odogu is someone that struggle and become somebody. that is Odog. You have gone through pains and you're able to, you're able to prevail. That's Odog.
Quick to make decisions.
That's the man, that's the personality of the man. They are trying to, they feel an ideal man should be.
But
So that's one of the reasons why someone like Ojukwu will be considered a hero. If Ojukwu was a Yoruba man, we will not, in fact, they will wipe out his ancestors' stories.
do you know what Ojukwu himself said?
How do you lead a people to that kind of reckless war?
No, it's not reckless war. Remember, Ojukwu did not go for war. I don't know why people are missing. You know, he declared Biafra and you bring gun and bullet to him. What you should have done is say, okay, if at all you are so peaceful maker like you are claiming that you are. When Ojukwu declared Biafra, after Gowon refused the agreement which they reached in Aburi, which is this restructuring you guys are praying and hoping for now, okay, it's the same thing. Restructure. Confederation is restructure. There's no two ways about it. You refuse to accept. Gowon refused. Gowon is alive today. He refused to accept to this agreement he himself signed. He signed to it. Ask Gowon what happened after that agreement. Who told you to go back to what you have agreed to? With your fellow black person, with your fellow black brother. Ojukwu, the agreement was not that Ojukwu will go and declare Biafra. The agreement was regional government. The same thing that you guys are pushing and that your current vice president have told you that restructure my foot. After saying that, did you not make him a vice president? You met him now after telling you to your face that this thing that you are hoping that somehow, miraculously, it will come one day, that it will come. He told you publicly that restructure my foot. And Ojukwu did not bring gun to you. No. Ojukwu declared, knowing fully well that he knows your attitude. He has been with you as a military. He knows what you guys will do is to wage war. Then he prepared for that and wait for you to come. That was why Ojukwu and Biafran fight. The fight was defensive war. Because I have seen some Biafran making argument that why are you people calling for you want to Ojukwu tried it and they failed. Ojukwu did not go to Sokoto to shoot any gun. Remember, Biafran army were not found in Kafanchan. They were waiting in Biafran land until you guys drove in. You prepare. That was why you guys were having your market, your trade, enjoying life in Lagos, in Kano, in Kastina, in Binikebi, in all those places, right? In Oyo State, in Ogun State, because the guy talking is Oduduwa guy. He's a Yoruba man telling you that if he had Ojukwu, had this thing, if Ojukwu happened to be a Yoruba man, that they would have wiped his family and they would wipe his history and all that. Ojukwu did. We understand what Ojukwu did, and this half history that you guys teach people. That is what someone like Ijele grabbed. What he grabbed, and he used that against himself. Because I've seen him in national TV in Nigeria saying that because Nigeria did not deal with Ojukwu, that was why people are still talking about Biafra today. Imagine Ijele saying that, right? Because you don't know the history, you don't know what Ojukwu did actually. You think Ojukwu is stupid or he's feeding on people's blood? No. You are in your house, like today, Biafran Liberation Army in our land. Tomorrow now, maybe in the next 50 years, that Simon Ekpa raised his army against the state. The army is where? In-house, not in Abuja. Have you seen the Biafran army dragging Abuja or Asorok with you people? Or dragging Ikeja? They are there. Then you went there to make sure you crush them. What is different between what you are doing with what colonial masters did? It's the same thing now. You went to people's land and forced them to be you. That's exactly what you are doing. This is a black book trying to colonize black. That's the same thing. So I don't think that is a strange thing to anybody to understand. Anyway, let's continue.
And then you go to a life of comfort, and they are now showing pictures of you with beautiful girls in comfort. And then you come back.
They always talk about guess. The same way Lai Mohammed said that Master Khan was caught with a lot of women in Brazil, that he was flexing and doing that, and he was living large, he was wearing the most expensive clothes. And the same Lai Mohammed was Minister of Information in Buhari regime. And in that regime, politicians are buying cars worth billions, right? Looting money, taking everything. I will play the last video after this to prove to you the corruption and the criminal gang in Nigerian politics that have made everybody to suffer the way everybody is suffering now. But let's play this guy voice. Let him completely happen what he's saying. Then we continue.
From exile to go back to meet the enemies you incited your people to that kind of death.
So when you listen to that, you think that Ojukwu was the one pushing for war, looking for trouble, because that's the agenda. Because there was no media, nobody knows, and some Igbo people that rely on these lies have grew up and they believe that nonsense. Now here is the another this man, whistleblower. That let me just play it. We did interview with the Shehu of
How bad is corruption in the Nigerian government and the Nigerian system?
No, wait.
All some of the things I recovered.
Wait. Just hold on.
The people will recover those things from. For instance, there was this case of somebody will recover 80 S-class Mercedes-Benz. How bad is corruption in the Nigerian government and the Nigerian system? All some of the things I recovered were returned back. The people will recover those things from. For instance, there was this case of somebody will recover 80 S-class Mercedes-Benz car, brand new, houses, farms, motorcycles, and so in a house in Jabi. Under information, we got intelligence, and we went there. We saw all those things. I wrote to the issue of customs. These people pay custom duties on these vehicles. 80 brand new S-class, armored plated. The CG of customs said, no, you pay. I wrote to Federal Inland Revenue Service. These people pay tax. If you are importing, if you have this kind of vehicles, if you happen to buy this kind of vehicles, you should pay enormous tax to the Nigerian government. They said, no, you don't have any record of them paying tax. So we went to court, we got an order of official. And then the court asked us to, we should take custody of those things. It's interim for official, pending the hearing of the case. So I did it. I did a memo to the Attorney General to brief him of what we were doing. But later, the Attorney General said that all the cases are investigated. They never mandated me. One of them was, came through Panama Papers. You know about the Panama Papers? A Nigerian senator, former military governor, was mentioned that he has properties in offshore islands. Since I didn't have the structures to investigate this issue, which is overseen, I went to the NIA and said, please, let us work together to do this investigation. And they did the investigation. The report was sent to me. I sent one to the president and I sent one to the Attorney General that this man has over 200 million pounds in offshore islands. A former governor, a sitting senator. He's no longer in the Senate. No, at the time. At that time, he was a sitting senator. But he had been president of the Nigerian Senate. But nothing happened. Not till today. What of the $69 billion? I got a letter, and it didn't prompt them, from an American law firm saying that they have assets or access to a bank account in Texas that has over $69 billion proceeds from stolen crude oil. And the 9 billion, 69, the proceeds from the crude oil is 60 billion. The 9 billion is, they mentioned the name, Patrick Assistant,
who was National Security Advisor. And I thought it was beyond me, so I wrote to the president that this is what is famous, alleged, yes. That they are asking for money, that if we make some more payment available, that they will give us the holders of the account number, the bank accounts, and so forth and so on. So I went to the president and said, approve, so that we can recover this money. 69 billion is a lot of money. Of course, nothing came out of it. Up to now. I also did a letter to Attorney General to brief him. But do you know what he said? The day he saw my wife, he laughed in a very sarcastic manner. I think Obla claimed that he will recover 69 billion US dollars as he recovered the money. He was being sarcastic. How would I recover the money when you didn't act as the Attorney General? Somebody has said, look, we have $69 billion of Nigerian money in a bank account in America. And the government did not take action. Nothing. Look, it's the media. If you look at Punch published the story. Punch published the story. Even when Buhari was in office, he did. I think if I would download it and send it to you, nothing was done. It feels like the government you work for was a failure in that respect. I have said so, that I was disappointed, because I believe so much in the former president, and I worked passionately for him. But would you attribute the underdevelopment of our country today to corruption? Why not? Look, if you can, somebody can take $69 billion out of Nigeria. If we have $69 billion, our universities will change, our polytechnics, our secondary schools. We'll have water. And that is just a tip of the iceberg. There are so much more.
Okay, so I'm not the one saying this, so I've just shared a video for you to, because everything he said here is in English language. I believe you can hear, you can listen, you can follow. So thank you so much for your time. We are going to end the broadcast now, and we are going to come back again. I don't want to promise, because I promised yesterday and I failed. So let's see what we can do on our next one. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you, those of you that like, share, and comment. God bless you all, and see you again. Have a wonderful evening or afternoon, depending on time zone. Bye-bye for now.